Welcome to episode 2 of the Good Gaming Network podcast. I'm the Bizzle, and this is
Easy Pete.
That's how we
Cheesy,
go.
whatever.
Whichever one you want to take it as.
Yeah, man.
How was your Christmas, bro? This is the first one back after Christmas. The first one back. This is our second one anyway. So
Yeah.
how was Christmas?
Bless.
Good.
Bless. Kids enjoyed it. So can't go wrong. Went quick though.
Doesn't it always? Holidays are always the same.
Yeah, man.
The main question is, did you get what you want for Christmas?
That is the main question. Can't lie.
What was on the list?
So, Demon Souls
Yeah.
was on the list, and Assassin's Creed Valhalla was on the list, and Cyberpunk was on the list.
The dreaded Cyberpunk. Did you get them all?
I got all three.
Sick.
Got all
Started
three.
any yet?
Yeah, Demon Souls, done first stream. Shout out to everybody that actually got on my first stream ever. So
Good stream, man, wasn't it?
I appreciate that. That was humbling, to say the least, because Demon Souls is not a forgiving game.
Bro,
You did.
I don't know how you get on with it, bro,
I
because
love it.
that's what I can't understand. Like, if I have to die to do something,
Yeah.
like, my whole aim is, if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna try and not to die, my best not to die. Whereas this is like, you have to die to find out the answer of where to go or what to do. And I'm like, that kind of play is just done. Same as made by Bloodborne, right?
Yeah.
Same people.
This was their first one, I think. I think Demon Souls was the very first one, and then from Demon Souls it went to Dark Souls. From Dark Souls 2, I think, and then they done Bloodborne.
Okay.
If I'm correct. It's around that anyway.
So obviously you need to school me because I don't know. Demon Souls was the first. Is this a remaster then?
Yeah, so this is remastered.
Remake.
Yes, and it looks pretty as hell.
It did look pretty, but I couldn't. Do you know what it was? It's the fighting aspect for me.
Yeah.
I weren't too, like, the whole combat.
Yeah.
It was a bit too. It's a lot of parrying and a lot of dodging, getting out of the way, and give you a little strike back up. You know me. I'm like, pop, put up, come true, yo. That's me, bro. I know all this all. Let me.
Yeah, nah, I get it. Obviously, you're more of a flamboyant type. You want to fling everything
bro,
around.
I want to see some skills. I want to see man do two backflips and
that's it.
change the weapon, hit man with a budoof and come back. Yo!
Yeah, no, I love that too. But there's also the seriousness about me that loves that. You know, like, it ain't no games. It ain't no fling no sword. You try and fling one sword, man, I'll just whoosh.
Yeah,
it's dead.
It's true.
And I think that's sick.
Them
like, they ain't playing no games.
Yeah, that's
not here for a backstroke and a madness and a fling this round your leg. Nah, it's a straight up chop. And if you miss, he's gonna chop you.
Yeah.
Or stab you, and you're done.
That's the severity of it, of them games there, because it's not a let's get on and have some fun.
Yeah.
Because that fun to you is going to be dying 20 times first, and then it's like, I killed him.
Yeah.
Yes. How many deaths? 52, but I killed him.
It's more of a rewarding game.
Yeah.
I get you that. Yes, it's not really a jump on and just like mess around, tap a couple buttons and whatever else. You do have to be engrossed, definitely. Because where did I go? Have I been this way before you end up getting lost? Yeah, man.
Spider-Man, did you finish it?
Spider-Man, I did finish.
You finished it?
I had
what did you
to,
think?
because I thought Christmas is coming. I knew someone was going to get me at least one of the games.
Yeah.
So to get all three, I'm like, definitely glad I did. I thought it was brilliant. I actually thought it was brilliant. I'm just sad it ended so quickly.
You think the storyline was short?
Yeah.
I did. I felt like they could do more, but do you know what? This new Spider-Man, I like him a lot. I think the abilities and obviously me, I'm a man that if one person can do everything, then you got me sold. You get me?
Yeah.
And this Spider-Man with the whole electric powers and the invisibility and plus the webs. I mean, it's not the Spider-Man everybody grew up on, but it's a new Spider-Man, and it's Miles. You get me? It's Miles Morales. It's from the ends. He's got Adidas and whatnot, and he represents to a lot of people that's out there and, you know, that are currently watching them kind of things. And I think it was sick, man. The storyline was good. This new what's she called again? Tinkerer. I thought she was sick.
Yeah.
I did like
Finn.
Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely like that. Definitely like that. She's obviously another mad scientist to be able to create all of that stuff.
Yeah, it's just sick.
She killed it. I'm actually quite sad. You know,
That she had, wow.
quite sad that that's probably the end of her role. You know.
Yeah.
But
Thanks for spoiling it for everyone that hasn't played it. But yeah, obviously I'm asking you if you've completed it. So
end of her role.
yeah. You
That
never
doesn't
know.
mean she did.
She could have left the job.
Exactly. Yeah.
There you go.
Exactly.
She could have got
She
fired.
could have. Yeah. She could be in that the maximum prison that the Vulture and all the rest of them are.
Could have moved
in.
out. Could have done anything like that.
So, but yes, if you are playing it and you've listened to this, then apologies. But it's a short story.
Yeah,
it's a short story. You're gonna get through it quickly. Now, me personally, I'm always gonna get to the OG. I'm a Peter Parker boy.
You prefer Peter Parker?
Of course, he's Peter Parker. He is Spider-Man.
Yes, I know.
He is
I know.
Spider-Man.
Remember what I keep telling you about?
I'm older,
And
as you've already mentioned previously. I am.
The new school, I like where stuff's going. Do you get me? Like there's all that retro and that old school. I enjoy all that and that, but I do like seeing where all these developers and that are going with stuff. Do you get me?
Yeah.
Because the new stuff, it's I don't know. I feel like it takes a lot now to impress me.
Yeah.
And that's I think
good.
that's what it is.
That's good. You're not just buying any old game here and there. Godfall.
We'll get into that. I mean, first of all, we'll tell them what we're playing at the moment, what we're going to play, and then we'll give them some bargains that are out now that you should be picking up, and we'll start reviewing a few other games in this episode and start talking about other aspects of the business that we do and whatnot. So
sounds like a good.
What else did you get?
Sit down.
I
got Demon Souls, and I also got Watch Dogs.
Legion.
Watch Dogs.
Yeah, we both picked up that.
So that's 4.
That's what I was meant to ask you. When I clocked Spider-Man, I said to you, there's a part at the end that kind of gave me goosebumps. Did you get the Black Lives Matter mural? Did you go and do it? Tell me that wasn't sick.
Yeah, proper.
Tell me that wasn't sick. Bro, I did all the things and then I come to it and she did that and it stood right because I had the outfit on as well. I stood right in front of it and I thought, I got a screenshot that looks absolutely sick. And I tried to you can't put a screenshot in front of the PS5 though, obviously because every game has its own backdrop in it and own soundtrack in it.
Yeah, you're right.
And I was trying to set it as the back and I was like, how come I can't do this?
Yeah,
but
yeah, that's unfortunate. And yeah, don't get me wrong, Miles Morales, I absolutely love him. I would never say, nah, he's just an add-on, whatever else. He is his own unique character, even though he's another Spider-Man. He's still his own Spider-Man. Love him for that.
Do you reckon?
My kids will tell you every damn day, all 3 of them. Miles Morales. I'm the OG. Peter Parker. Miles Morales.
Do you reckon
Peter
there's any room for 2 of them?
Oh yeah.
You reckon?
Yeah, definitely, because there's room for more than that. If you went back to, I don't know, again, might be showing my age here, but Fox, when they showed the Spider-Man cartoons, they had the alternative reality type of ones where there was another Spider-Man from another universe.
Spider-Verse,
and then there was another one from somewhere else as well. So there was multiple Spider-Men in that. Then you've got Carnage, who's basically a spin-off kind of, and Venom, who's another one. So it seems like you can have as many Spider-Men and there not be much of an issue because everybody loves Spider-Man.
Yeah,
everybody does, man.
That's the truth still.
So I can't wait to see him on the silver screen, Miles, stood next to, what's his name, Tom Holland or something. I think that would be absolutely sick.
They haven't casted a Miles Morales yet, have they?
Nah.
Who would you say, who would you put out there?
Because he'd have to be young, because obviously Miles Morales is a teen.
He's very young, yeah.
He's a teen, so I don't really know any black actors that are that young.
The only one that would be fitting, and actually, aside from his other roles, do you watch Power?
No, I never watched it.
You never watched it? Okay.
Nah, I keep getting told.
Okay.
I do keep getting told. So it's on the list.
So Ghost Son,
I've been
Tariq,
playing my games more.
Yeah, I understand, but Ghost Son, Tariq,
Okay.
He would fit that role perfect. Forget what you think about him in Power or in his current roles of what he's doing now.
Yeah.
That kid there would be perfect as a Miles Morales Spider-Man. I think he should get the role, to be fair. If you go and research him and just look at him, it fits everything that what the new Miles Morales is. You get me?
It'd be good to know whether they're able to do that, because the last Miles Morales film, that's Into the Spider-Verse, that was done by Sony, And then, if you remember, Marvel was having issues with
That's the
getting
whole-
the Spider-Man in the first place
Yeah.
because Sony owns part of it, Marvel owns part of it. So I don't know whether Sony owns the whole of Miles. That might be a little something, so they might, like they've got, Sony's done the Venom film, didn't they?
Well, yeah, because it's Disney, innit?
But
Disney own
with the
everything,
Marvel
and they
thing,
don't have.
the rights to what Sony
Yeah,
has the rights to.
yeah.
They had to come to an
They
agreement
tried to-
with the Spider-Man thing.
Which is unfortunate.
Very,
because
'cause
to
they're-
see all of them together would be ridiculous.
I'm telling you.
Ridiculous. So you got some good games going at the
Yeah.
moment.
What about yourself? Did you get any
Um,
for Christmas?
So you know what? I'm a man that can't wait, innit? So literally, as they come out, bam, let me get that.
Yeah.
Bam, let me get that. So I was like, oh, I can't wait. So I think altogether since the PS5 has been out, I've played the Miles Morales.
Yeah, yeah.
I've played Immortals, Phoenix Rising,
Yes.
which is
yes.
sick. That's basically if you've played Zelda before,
Love it.
it's a Greek god themed Zelda
Yeah, yeah.
on the PlayStation. So it's actually I think they said it's from the same developers. No, it's from the same developers as Assassin's Creed, which is Ubisoft,
Yeah.
who have a part in the making of Zelda or something along those lines. But
Okay.
it's very Zelda-esque. You could take the two together and say these were created by the same people.
Yeah.
But that was a very sick game. I think I was telling you about that. The abilities, there's a lot of puzzles.
Yeah. I think I tuned into one of your streams, or to 1 or 2 or 3, and I saw
Yeah,
saw that. I definitely
Phoenix,
saw that, and it was
her
fun.
name is, and not going to spoil it, but she's a descendant from one of the gods,
Yeah.
and then she has to go around saving the gods from this big evil monster called Tython, and it's very sick. Some of the puzzles are hard, and the only thing I'd say is like some of you go into like these little caves in it, which is basically a puzzle,
Yeah.
and you jump in there, it tells you level 1, 2, or 3 how hard it's going to be, but certain caves can't be done unless you've got a certain ability. So
Okay.
unless I haven't, so I can go all the way through this cave, and then
You won't
I
know
can't
until you
get
get
to
to
I
the
can't
end.
get to where I need to finish because I need like
Screw.
a super jump or a super flight, and it's like
Nah, that pissed me off.
I can't do it. So I'm like, why have you let me go in this
Yeah, I was
cave
about
now?
to say that should be at the entry. If you haven't got
Yeah,
that
it should say
ability,
right.
You can't
This
come
cave
in here.
requires a certain ability which you don't have yet, so
Yeah.
there's no point in you even doing X,
Yeah.
Y, and Z because I'm stuck.
Yeah.
Like I'll go through the whole cave, I'm stuck there, and I'm like, hold on. But having said that, I won't knock it from the game. Do you get me? I'd say that's the only. That game there was a very good game. If you're after that exploring with a bit of hack and slash,
Yeah.
she's got a bow and these abilities, these puzzles. It's sick and it looks fantastic.
Yeah, art
If you've
style's nice, colourful. I like it, vibrant.
Yeah. Do you know what I found out as well? A lot of people have got the PS5 at the moment, and they've got these new generation consoles.
Did you say a lot of people have got the PS5?
Wow. Okay. The ones that have got the PS5s and the ones that have managed to secure himself a next generation console, it needs to get like I don't know what the gas is. Like, I had a friend that say I don't know what the gas is. Why is everyone gassing about this new computer? It's just the same.
Oh,
But you know what
is
they
that
haven't
like
done?
The meme that you sent me, but they're playing it on like a black and white TV basically.
And I'm saying, but fair play to him. He was like, he just didn't see what the gas was. But he's got 8K TV and whatnot. But a lot of people
nice.
haven't upgraded their TV.
Yeah.
So they're like, hold on, I don't understand what everyone's on about these new resolutions and these.
necessity, man.
It's like you need to make sure,
Yeah.
like a LED TV. Yes, you've got a flat screen TV, but does it support 4K viewing? Does it support 120 frames per second?
Yeah.
And it's these kind of things that we're moving into that separates the gamers from the gamers, if that even makes sense.
Yeah.
Do you get me?
Yeah, if you want a game properly, yeah, and you're gonna go full on into it, your monitor or your TV is a big plus for you, because then you can get all the fruits of your labour, so to
Exactly.
speak, out of the PS5 or the Xbox. Definitely agree with that. And if you want to go even further than that, you're thinking of the OLEDs or the QLEDs or all of that stuff that pushes it even further. Ooh,
GeForce and Cydia, all them things.
juicy.
But Immortals, that was sick. Also, Godfall, I've just picked up recently. Can we talk about that? Because me and you looked at that when it was coming out.
Yes, we did.
So we looked at Godfall,
Yes, we did.
and this hack and slash looters type vibe, and I think what brought us onto that. So let's talk about a few things in one, because these new looter types games, yeah. So
Yeah.
Godfall is this hack and slash loot system, going around. Looks all pretty, all futuristic and whatnot.
Look banging.
Looks sick.
Definitely.
Yeah, so I've picked it up now. But we were looking at the reviews first, innit? So £70 price tag. And we was like, okay, we need to wait for some reviews to come out.
Yeah, because that was a stiff 70.
So I don't understand how everything's almost £70 nowadays, especially from because
much, man.
Do you know what?
It's too much.
Here it is. That's right. Sorry. So, Godfall, Gearbox Publishing and Counterplay Games.
Okay.
Now that might be my naivety, but I've never heard of these.
I've heard of Gearbox.
Okay, I haven't.
Yeah.
So I don't know what games I've done before. However, £70 for this game. Yeah. Cool. Hack and slash. Yeah. So we looked at a few.
You didn't pay 70, did you?
I didn't pay for £70. Not a chance. So because of the reviews that came out, we seen one review that was a 4, one review that was a 6, and these were from the big companies like IGN and stuff. And then it was more, I try and wait for the YouTube reviews where I can see them playing it and I can, it's not just, I gave it a 6 because, and then I tried not to because you know me, I'm a hack and slash man.
You are, yeah.
I seen the abilities and I seen all this, it looked pretty and I was like, yeah, it's going to be sick, I'm going to give it the what it needs, I'm just going to get it.
Yeah.
And then I didn't get it. Because there was one review, it was just like, this game, after the first 20 minutes, you don't do anything different.
Yeah.
It's you slash the same, they get a bit harder, you slash the same, you do the same, you collect this, you do that, you collect this, you do that, and you change your weapon. And that was it. And I seen that review and I said, you know, I'll wait for it to go on sale. So it went on sale. I paid £50 for it. I paid £50 for this game.
That's a sale.
And then I played it, bro. And
go on, what are you telling me?
That was right, bro. I can't.
Oh.
I want. Do you know what it was?
Stinger.
God of War is my all-time favorite game. Yeah. And it had that. As soon as I started it up, it had that feel to it.
Yeah.
So it had that. You know, it's the same combat buttons as well, same combos. And then I started leveling up my abilities, and I was like, "Oh, this is sick! I don't know what we're talking about."
I saw the first stream. I saw you gassing.
I was on stream with it, and I was like, "Oh, this looks bad." And I kind of got to what sword I wanted. So it was like same as Monster Hunter. You had dual blades, great sword, long sword.
Yeah.
You had like a hammer and different type of axes. So I picked what was suitable to my style of play.
Yeah.
Got that now, boom, leveled up that ability. And we're about an hour in now. And then it just, there was nothing, bro.
I could see that coming.
There was nothing, bro.
This is why when you was on about it to me, I'm looking at these reviews, I'm like, nah, it's dead.
Bro.
And you're like, yeah, but I'm like,
so I did 4 levels.
It's dead.
I got on 4 different levels.
Says I'm not buying it.
And it was all the same level. And I was like, I swear I could have just ran here from that part. So why have I had to go out to come back into the same part of it? Because you activate different beacons, basically, which put you at different parts of the map.
Yeah.
But it makes me come out to go back in to do that.
Yeah.
And it was just like, this is... And then there's this whole... I think there's 12... Is it 12 what they call valor plates, which is basically people. So different people. Now, I was under the impression that, you know, you go around the world, you pick up these different things, these different items to craft your person who comes with a different ability, which will, you know, oh, I need to get that person because he has a big slam or he's got a big jump or something like that. Do you get me? And then it weren't until I bought the first one, I was like, well, this ain't.
Oh, no.
This is what we just spoke about. This is just a skin. That's all it is. Like, your ability locks to your weapon, which you pick up freely. Do you know what I mean? Along the thing. So it's like, I don't actually. What am I buying another? I picked the one that I wanted out of all of them. I was like, oh, that one's the best one. Yeah, I'll get that one.
Just by the way it looked.
Yeah, and then
was some of them big and some of them smaller?
Yeah, some of them bigger. So some was female. But I'm saying,
was there any difference then? It's like speed or
No.
strength?
There's no difference.
So the big-looking guy
is the same speed
strength.
as nothing. There's no difference, bro.
Oh, that's bad.
There's no.
That's bad.
Your difference is what you attach to yourself, so your amulets, your rings, and
your weapon that you've just...
So the stuff you loot, basically. Anything you collect, you know, you build.
That's bad.
Like Marvel.
Oh, and please don't.
We'll get onto that.
Please don't.
But like Marvel, so basically, I had no interest to get all these characters.
Yeah,
there was nothing about them. Once I picked the one that I wanted, I said, yeah, I have that one. I had no reason to go and farm X, Y, and Z material to get this one because I'm not getting nothing for it. Just the way it looks, and I've got the one the best one that I think looks good. So I've got no reason to try and collect these. And then I went to a different world now. So I've done these 4 levels. I've gone to a different world. And it was just the same again, bro. I didn't even, do you know what?
You thought you went to a different world.
I didn't even stream it. That's how bad it was.
It was just a loading screen.
I didn't even stream it, bro, because I was just like, I am not enjoying this, bro. Like, yes, it's the same combos and the same things, and they're getting a bit harder.
For a man that loves his hack and slash to say
bro,
that.
But the first, you know what it was, bro?
That's
when it came out, it said the first of its kind, looter slash hack and slash, and I was like, ooh. So this is going to be nuts. I'm going to be able to pick up this. I'm going to level it up. It's going to give me do abilities. I'm going to be able to do this and do that. And nah, bro.
That's that.
Nah, what you were saying earlier.
Yeah.
Godfall 2, I reckon.
Yes.
They'll have a look at
and I hope they do a Godfall 2. I hope that this doesn't, throw them out the boat, because it was a game I used to love back in the day. Not a lot of people seem to catch on to it or enjoy it.
Go on.
It was a game called Evolve. And
okay.
I thought it was
I ain't never heard that.
Flipping brilliant. I loved it. Other people, not so much. I loved it, but it didn't get off the ground.
What's that about?
Basically, a 4-on-1. The one person is a monster, massive monster. You're in a certain arena, and that monster has to basically evolve to stage 3. So the monster goes around without the 4 people hunting him down. You get a trapper, some other guys basically to try and find him, and you got to go around and try and find this monster before he evolves.
Okay.
So the monster, you got to go around. You're eating all the wildlife that's there to try and get as much as you can, so then you can evolve to stage 2. And then if you evolve to stage 3, that's the maximum. You get all your abilities then, and then you have to either fight them and kill them or blow up a certain point in the map to win the game. So for the other 4 people that are obviously chasing you down, the hunters, they've got to either kill you or defend that point.
Yeah.
And I thought it was brilliant. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. It didn't kick off, and unfortunately there's never been an Evolve 2.
No.
And that's kind of upset me. But people have caught onto the same style of play, because there's the Predator game that come out, and that's 4-on-1, which is the Predator. There's Dead by Daylight, which is like another 4 against 1. There's
so it has evolved.
Friday. You joker. Nah, man. I wanted that game. I wanted that one. But,
I hear that.
So I hope that they do.
Yeah, I hope there's a Godfall 2. I do, just because
it looked like it's got all the shininess beautifully wrapped up in a bow. Got all that. It just needs the mechanics. It needs the mechanics, and it needs more content.
Thinking of it now, the story weren't great. If I want a hack and slash with story that looks good, I'm gonna go to God of War.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. The only difference with this game was the loot. I could loot. I could get different weapons and blah blah blah.
And
but
there's some of those games are brilliant for that.
But it wasn't compelling enough to that there was no real.
So it needs to wrap you up. I mean, it needs to
give me something.
Give you something. So it doesn't have to just give you the story.
Yeah.
You can be like, you know what, the story weren't all that, but I love the loot.
But
so it has to give you one or the other.
The loot wasn't.
Or both, obviously.
The loot wasn't. I'm gonna get this weapon. It's gonna give me this. It's going to infuse with electric, and it's going to leave some burn. It didn't give me. It didn't look any better. It didn't.
So it failed on all aspects.
Yeah.
Didn't give you the loot. Didn't give you no story.
The story weren't great. It was all right.
Have you finished it?
Huh?
Have you finished?
I haven't finished it. That's the thing. So I am going to finish it, just because I've bought it now, so I might as well finish it. So I'm going to finish it. But at the moment, I've got no real urgency to jump onto it and finish it. Look, whereas God of War.
Yeah, group chat.
Bro, I didn't play anything else. Yeah. I'm already back on Warzone and other games now already, and Mortal Kombat and this. But
that's sad.
It's that. Do you know what it is? It's the loot. And another game that struggled from that is your favourite game, Marvel.
So what is this? Is this the end of the year bashing bit?
So I think we just need to get into games that they haven't performed this year, and then we'll give them the game of the year, and we'll give them some recommendations.
Okay. So
let's get the bad stuff out of the way first.
We're on to the buggy games.
The bad games at the moment. Also, there's a bug in that game as well. It keeps sticking. I think you've seen it on stream.
You said like a quick split second.
Yeah, like during every fight scene, I thought it was the PlayStation, so I was like, I put it into performance mode over resolution, and it was still doing it. It was like, just a quick stick, like half a second, I'd go into it, but it messed up that fluidity because you hit it 3 times and R2, and that'll give you your combo in it. But like, if you keep tapping, I'm like, oh, how many have I done? Because it's stuck, and I missed part of the image. You get me? So I'm like, I don't know if I've done 2 hits or cause it's on the 3rd hit that you have to press R2 to give him the combo. So I'm like, oh, I don't know if I'm here or if I'm there. So I was like, oh, and I was trying to figure it out with the people on stream and saying, you know, is it the resolution because I've got it in high performance mode, or is it because of this? And it just kept doing it no matter what I did it. So there was a bug in that.
That's poor.
And then so Marvel Avengers. This came out in September, wasn't it?
Was it?
In September it came out, and I don't know. Me personally, now I really enjoyed it myself, along with Carlton. Big up Carlton.
Big up Carlton.
Paying Gaming. We played this, and he got me. He basically showed me around the game. He was basically like, clock it. You said it as well. Cage said it. Clock the game, do the story, get to the multiplayer part where you can play together.
Yeah.
We did that, and
which is, sorry, took a butt in, but it's a pain in the arse.
Yes.
I don't want to have to clock it, then join my friends.
True.
That's a pain in the arse.
That's true. No, that...
Carry on.
True. I'm with you there. The story, more centered around this Carla. Khan, was it? Carla
Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel. It's centered around her. I didn't really feel she played a massive role in the Avengers up until now. So I was like, giving her this main role in the story was a bit like, yes, it introduced her well.
Yeah.
Introduced her well, but yeah, storyline weren't great. Wasn't great. I was just like, let me play Thor. I don't want to play all these characters. Let me just play Thor. I do not want to play all... Okay, give me a tester of all the characters, but let me play Thor. That's all I want to play. I don't want to play as anybody else. That's my character, innit? And the fact that I couldn't, I understand it was giving me an insight into all of them and the mechanics of them all.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to play as this character. I don't want to go and do it all. Like, the hope for me, get him off the game, bro. Whereas you loved it.
The Hulk was the shining beacon for me. Otherwise, I'd have been off that ages ago. I need to relax. Oh my lord, this guy.
Nah, Carlton will tell you the same thing. Carlton will say
what
he was a Hulk man as well. But for me,
big up Carlton.
Nah,
big up Carlton.
You both need to relax because I was just like, I didn't like him. Bro.
Whatever that dance is.
I didn't like him, bro. Like,
man.
But all right, we can agree to disagree on the characters, yeah.
That's perfectly fine anyway. It is perfectly fine. That's the whole point of having multiple different characters. So,
and then we get onto that now. So that Marvel has the same kind of loot system, but their loot was building. You build a loadout and a build. So you build a build. So you can have a Thor that is more aerial based in the air, and there's a lot of shock damage everywhere. And then you can have a more brute force on the ground. That kind of build, or same with. So I really liked Black Widow. And she had 2 different versions.
She was cool.
She had more of the combat version. You can build it out. Then I had with the handguns. Or you can have the machine guns that do a lot of stun damage. And then once you're stunned, you can do a lot of takedown and then be invisible the whole time practically. Which that build was sick for me. But it just lacked the content. We was doing there was like 5 levels that all look the same. I mean, I don't know about you, but the Avengers, bro, and my 2 bosses are Abomination and Taskmaster.
I shouldn't even have to go into this. I'm sure a lot of people feel the same way. What did they lose? 96%
96% of their audience.
Yes. So that's a massive drop in 3 months or something like that. I think it was in less than 2.
This was less than a month. There was averaging. This is big Marvel, you know, averaging 1,000 players a day. As opposed to Call of Duty that have 20 million on a weekend, bro.
It's ridiculous.
Come on, bro. Big Marvel that I grew up on, bro. Thanos hand sitting right behind you there, bro. Come on.
Big up Thanos.
And
and that's the thing. Thanos, what about Avengers?
Where's Thanos?
Where he at?
Where is he?
Oh, no.
Where's Vision?
You got Abomination.
Where's all these man there?
That's who you're fighting, Abomination. And once you've beat Abomination, you can go and fight the Taskmaster. And then once you've beaten him, you can go back and fight Abomination. Then go back to the Taskmaster.
There's no difference in them.
You're taking the mick. Or go blow up some big ship.
The level was the same. The surroundings was the same. It was just
it was
very, very samey. And then I wanted to fight some real people, not robots all the time. not robots. I mean, you can. I don't understand why it was so repetitive, and they must have been getting a lot of these messages.
Yeah.
And as a big company,
awful.
like, because it was produced by Square Enix as well. Square Enix
I
are
love
a
Square Enix.
great company, bro.
But that is a black stain on their company.
Great company, bro. Crystal
Personally.
Dynamics and Square Enix, amazing companies. And I'm just like, they didn't get enough. And then once they'd run out of, like, once you'd done it and you finished, you wanted to do your looting, you still need some sort of enjoyment to loot, because farming, anybody that's played any loot types games understands it gets a bit boring and repetitive to try and get the load you want. It's RNG, random number generation, where you can do the same thing 100 times and you might get the piece that you want once. Do you get me?
Yeah.
So it's just the way, that's the way it is. It entitles you to play the game more and get it till you've got it. But it was so boring doing the same, like.
Says you,
Bro.
who really enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it because I got a better experience out of it than you did.
Yeah,
you had all the bugs it came with.
Yeah.
Now, one thing we will say about Marvel Avengers, it was not shy of bugs. There
No.
was bugs from day one. There's bugs now.
Yeah.
You go on the game and bugs, but I felt like you had every bug that was bugged in the game.
Yeah. All the time.
And
all
I
the
don't
time.
know why. I was like, have you turned your PlayStation on and off? Because
Shout
I
out
was
to the It crowd.
I was like, delete the game, reinstall the game. Every bug that was in that game you had.
Yeah, all of them.
The bugs from not being able to move.
Yep.
You had that. Being stuck in the air in a lift.
Yep.
The debuff. So
Yep.
all your stats being dropped
Yeah.
to basically a level 1 character.
Yeah.
And it was
I'm the Hulk, remember that.
Oh,
I'm the
yes.
Hulk, the biggest beast in there, and I'm hitting with my own skinny arms. I'm tapping, man. What's all that about?
Bro, I don't know. I don't
What's
understand.
all that about?
I don't know why it only happened like.
And it happened consistently.
But I had it.
Consistently. I got one shot, man's down. One shot again, man's down. And you're like, what's going on? I'm like, do you say me playing awful, something's going on? And then obviously you did say about the issue with the bugs. And it kept happening again and again and again and again. And then when we think, all right then, it's not as bad at the moment. We think, yeah, we can play. And then I can't move. So, okay, now I can hit like the Hulk, but I can't go nowhere. It's not moving. Biz, it's not moving. I can't move.
I know, bro.
And you're like, yeah, but what about this? What about that? I can't move. Then we get into an elevator, which is the longest loading screen going. You're just in an elevator again and again and again, waiting. And then next thing you know, I can't get out the elevator. Or Cade's in there with us, and Cade's going up and down like this, and he can't move. Thinking, what is going on?
What do you think it is then? So we can.
Poor execution.
Yeah, but
That's what it is.
So we can bash these games and tell about all these bugs, but surely as a developer, nobody wants to put out a game with bugs, yeah?
No.
So why are they?
Okay.
Is it not enough testing? Is it financial heads, investors pressuring them to get the game out to recoup their money? What do you think it is?
I think it's a combination of all of them. I definitely believe that they'll have deadlines to stick to, and it'd be like, you need to get it out. You have to get it out. It's got to be done. And sometimes I guess people can just be too ambitious with their project, and then not realize, oh damn, the timeline's next week, and we ain't ready. And it's also become okay within the industry to put out a half game and fix it later.
I was just about to say that.
That's another annoying thing.
I was just about to say that. Because
fix it later.
Surely,
a day one patch.
If I was to put out a game, there'd be so much testing prior to this. There'd be every man and their nan of different creeds and colours and different experiences playing this game for me to see, well, this guy's going to go on a scenic route, how does that play? This guy's going to go straight to the final boss, how does it play like that? This guy's going to just hit everything he sees, this guy's going to jump. Like, we need to go and assess every avenue and how people play, different styles of play, and make sure this game is working good. Yeah. But like you said, there is this culture now where we'll pull it out, and on day one, we'll give them a patch to fix things.
Yep.
What?
And then
I'm going to get a patch to
Yeah,
fix
yeah.
things on day one after I've just
Yep.
bought the game. And then along the way, don't worry.
another one.
What did I see the other day? They're teasing an update.
Yeah,
And this
that's
is, I'll tell you what game that is in a minute, but
ridiculous.
we'll get into that game. But how can you tease a fix?
yeah
I was like,
for a game
what?
that should have been fixed.
That shouldn't be
working.
broken.
Yeah, they should have fixed. Obviously, you start with bugs, but that should be all in house. That should be in house while you're building the game. When we get it, it should be working.
I mean,
The consumer.
we're not.
That's why you have QA testers.
We're not developers, and we don't build these games. We don't understand how hard it is to code and all these
I've
stuff.
done some coding.
But however, they've had. This is your job. If you're coming to what I do,
Yeah.
and I can, you know what I mean, I'm going to do it to the best of my ability, and I understand they are, but I personally feel, this is an opinion, it's an investor's market at the moment, and it's them that are putting out these awful games because, I mean,
Cash grabs.
all right, I'm going to ask you what the biggest flop of the year is, and I think you're going to agree. So after 3, just say it. 1, 2, 3, Cyberpunk. Why didn't you say it? Thanks for letting me down.
Do you know why? Because I sat there thinking, which one's worse? Now, obviously, I haven't played Cyberpunk yet. I've got it, and all the bugs online, I've put it to the back line for, right, I'll wait. And I do think it's definitely a top one. But Marvel let me down, man.
You reckon?
Marvel let me down.
See, because I managed to play it at its full potential for a small period of time with a friend that had the same experience as me, and we got, you know, when it was good, but then it got really boring. So
This is what I'm saying, man. Big Marvel. Big
and
Marvel.
what did my head in was, another thing was, so your favourite character is Hulk?
No. Remember what I said? Do you
All right.
remember what I said when we started this game? I said,
Do you
I
was-
want to be Iron Man.
Yeah.
Iron Man's my guy.
Okay.
Sorry if I just hit the mic. Iron Man is my guy.
Okay.
And he was dead?
Yeah.
I'm like,
Well, it depended on how you built it, but yeah, I remember
Hulk was last on my list.
because
He was actually fun.
I shunned Iron Man, and then I was like, oh, I've got a sick build here, rare.
Yeah.
But all right, so you and Carlton was like, yo, we're Hulk, man. We want to play Hulk. You both can't play Hulk.
Yeah.
You both can't play Hulk. So now you have to pick somebody that you don't like, or you might not have a character built up.
Yeah.
So that kind of, I was like, wait, what? You can't both be like. At that time, I was like, I don't want to be Iron Man. I don't want to be Black Widow. And then these are the characters that I agreed to play with. But that was a bit of a. But I'd say biggest flop of the year, bro.
Yeah, obviously.
I mean, I understand.
It's massive.
At
But like we've just said, it's opinion.
Okay.
If we're talking the industry, yes, it is Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk has flopped on all sorts of levels. That is abysmal that they would put out a product like that, and I think they were pressured.
Yeah.
But in my personal opinion this year that I have played, it's Marvel. I haven't gotten around to Cyberpunk yet, but Marvel for me this year.
Okay, I understand that.
So that's two answers basically.
Yeah, I understand because your opinion's valid. Obviously, you haven't played Cyberpunk to understand what the bugs are. However,
I've seen enough.
You know of the bugs,
Yes,
and
I've seen
of
enough.
what I've never known a game to be pulled off the PlayStation Store.
Yeah, never.
Because on its first week or 2 weeks of release, that's how bad the game was. And bearing in mind, this game was teased in 2012, bro.
Yeah.
So that's 8 years in the making.
Yeah.
To put out a game that everyone was saying, well, this is going to be everyone. I remember talking to my mate Clark at work that was like, oh, all I'm waiting for is Cyberpunk. That's all I'm waiting for. And then it was delayed. He was like, I don't care. I'll wait for that game. Then it came out, and he hasn't bought it yet just because of that. And this is a guy that waited almost all year for this game. He said, I ain't buying nothing because Cyberpunk's coming. And then it came, and he was like, no, I'm not going to buy it. Not until he's got a PS5 or I'm going to buy a PC, which is disgusting. How can you practically tricked your audience by not putting out PS4 gameplay or Xbox One gameplay because you purposely knew. You must have known how it plays.
Of course they did. That's why they held them back.
That's why they said
you can only play it on PC for now. Of course they did.
It was horrible. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen loads.
I told my brother, I said, bro, he phoned me up. He was like, yo, Cyberpunk. I'm saying, bro, have you got a PS5 yet? He's like, no. I said, don't buy it. I said, PS4, it can't run good on it. He said, you're not going to enjoy it.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I'm just going to get it. Look, I'm at my brethren's house now. It looks sick, blah, blah. I'm saying, all right, cool.
Especially the base PS4 as well.
2 days after, he's like, bro, this game's doo-doo, bro. This game's... I said, what's wrong? He's like, I open a door, I fall through the ceiling, I'm just floating. I'm saying, I pick up a gun, I can't even shoot the gun, I've got hit my overhead with my punches, and guess what? It don't even register, I just die. I'm saying, blood,
Yeah,
I told don't buy the game.
Game's bad.
The game's bad.
The game's really
The game
bad.
was offering refunds. The game weren't performing at the frame rates it boasted. There was, what's it called now? You know when it when you land into a game and it hasn't rendered.
Yeah.
So it hadn't.
yeah.
You were
Hasn't
people
rendered.
just as blocks, just square blocks.
Yeah.
And this is this big, another pretty shiny game
Yeah.
that just couldn't deliver.
No, it couldn't.
Do you think
Couldn't.
that's obviously so? I said it's because I reckon there's investors that are saying, listen, drop this game now because I've put X amount of millions or even billions into this game.
I want my money back.
I want my money back now, and then we can sort it.
Yeah.
And that's that. Like you said, that's the problem.
It is. Definitely.
This culture of, oh, we just sort it along the way.
A lot of people know that it is a billion-dollar industry, if not more than a billion, multi-billion-dollar
Multi-billion.
industry. A lot of people know that now. And if you're into trades and stocks and all the rest of that, you're going to put money into this because it's only going to get larger, especially like this year, massive COVID, everyone in-house, what you're going to do?
Mm-hmm.
Most people are gaming, streaming, watching TV. You know,
Yep.
it's basically the media, basically.
Mhm.
Everything is online, everything. So it's a lot of money, a hell of a lot of money. And if you've got money to throw at it, that's what they're going to do. However, if I was a man that threw my money at Cyberpunk, what did you say, 8 years ago? I'd be upset too. Yo, where my money at? What
Yeah,
you doing? Unless I knew it was a 10-year investment. If it was all
True.
20, if they said 5 years time you get your money back,
No, but-
and it goes over that by years, I'd be screwing.
It was only due to come out this year.
Was it not due to come out?
It was meant to come
Actually-
out March. I'm pretty sure it was March.
Then they're
It was meant to
impatient.
come out.
Then they are impatient.
It was always 2020.
If that's the
And it was
reason.
meant to come out March, and then it got pushed back and pushed back and pushed. I seen a timeline for it of when it was meant to come out, but it was released it was teased in 2012. Then it was at, I think it was E3 in 2018 or something like that, and then it weren't meant to come till this year anyway. So I was like,
That's not that bad.
why not just hold the game back and deliver a great game?
Yeah, and
Because
they should have.
they've got their money back, and how many investors do you reckon have pulled out now?
Oh, they've lost loads. Their company, but as a trader, they don't care about what if your company dies. They don't care. But
Exactly.
the company
So-
themselves, yeah, they're in a
So-
very bad position.
So
Very
what I'm
bad
trying to
position.
say is, so CD Projekt Red, which is the developer, what stopped them from going, it's not ready? Sorry, your money's in here tied up, but it ain't ready. Because now they've
question.
put out a product that is awful.
Yeah.
They've handed out X amount of refunds. It's pulled off the PlayStation Store. However, they made their money on day one, by the way.
Yeah.
They did make their money. They made all their money. I've seen a thing saying they made profit on day one from all the sales and whatnot. Okay, investors have got their money, and now they've had to refund X amount of people.
Yeah.
They've had to. It's been pulled so people can't even buy digital versions anymore. So now you've got how many investors do you reckon walked away and said, "Right, I've got my money. See you later."
Most of it.
It's a dead earth thing. So now how's it going to get fixed?
You see, this is why you need investors that are actually passionate about gaming, not just about their money.
True.
You know what I mean? It's unfair on the consumer, very unfair. I don't like day one patches. I don't like 2-week patches. I don't like none of that. I think it's wrong. I think you know, gone are the days obviously where that was it. You got your product, and
But
you move on.
I think-
and that's okay. I understand that. Especially, you know, you have the ability to do so through online. If you can make it better, then
I think that's
great.
That's the thing, because
But
you have
don't
the ability
rely
now.
on it, man. You just
It's the relying on it.
Yeah, man.
Because basically before,
wrong.
when we bought a game, there wasn't no. It was going back to game or wherever you bought it from and saying, "Yo, this don't work.
Yeah.
Give me money. Give me the
Yeah,
new
give me
one.
money
Take
back."
it back. Give my money back. This is jumping. Go and test it." And they'd have a PlayStation in store to say, "Yo, it don't load up. There you go. Pull it in."
Yeah.
I used to remember taking it to game or something like that and saying, "No, don't work.
Yeah.
Get my new game," and this one works. So, but now because you've got that, we'll just fix it.
Yeah,
It's all right. We'll
that's
fix it. We'll say what it don't work. What's
bad.
not working? All right, send it out. Send that patch out next week.
Yeah,
And it's really becoming the downfall of games.
definitely. It's a
Which I
sad,
don't
sad
like.
bit. Definitely a sad bit. Because as you
Yeah.
say, you'd take it back and furthermore, how do they know that everybody's online? A man might buy a PS5, but he might not be online. He might say, "I don't like online. I'm suspicious." He could, or he just doesn't want any online connected to,
Well,
his thing.
Many games now,
Can't rely on it.
you can't. You can't.
You can't access the game without being online.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get where
You
you're
have
going
to
there.
download parts of the game
Yeah.
from the internet.
Yeah, can't do it.
It's just, so
Or
I
playing
think
the game at all. They say
Yeah.
it has to be online only.
some of it has to be.
Like, what you mean? I can't play the single player mode unless I'm online. Because some of them have done that.
But some of them you can't even download.
Ridiculous.
Like I'm pretty sure, like if you bought Cold War on disc, you need online to get part of the game
Yeah, because they can't fit it all on the disc.
because it can't come on disc. Which
Otherwise,
is,
it was coming on 6 different discs.
yeah. So, all right. So well, let's wrap up on buggy games and bad games of the year.
Yeah.
And let's talk some positive games right about now. That's what I want to.
Yeah.
So we've just had Game Awards. Big up
Yeah.
the Game Awards, and there've been some phenomenal games this year.
Yep.
Some
definitely.
great games. Let's just start with what won Game of the Year, which is
What won to us?
no
Or what won at the game?
what won Game Awards. So
It was the Last of Us 2.
this game right here,
That game right there.
Last of Us 2, won Game Awards. I'm yet to play it. I have the here, and I'm still yet to pull it in
Yep.
and play it. So Pete, I'm gonna hand this over to you and let you talk about this game because that's your game. What you've been boasting about.
Well, I cannot lie. Before the gaming awards, before all of that, I'm sure we've had conversations, and I'm saying, yo, game of the year, 100% game of the year, and I knew it. And so as soon as I seen all these little awards, they got best soundtrack, best this, best acting, best blah blah blah, game of the year. However, there are some of you out there that are mad upset, like this game of the year, this game's trash, this game that. And a lot of people are butthurt, straight up hurt.
Do you reckon they're
Hurt.
hurt or they just connected with another game more? Because the contender for that was Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghost of Tsushima is an absolutely
It's an
brilliant
amazing game.
Love it.
So do you think that they just go on?
And I love Ghost of Tsushima. You know I do.
Yeah,
I
of
still
course.
play it. I'm just like, yo, this game is bad, but this.
What is it about that? Tell me.
Obviously, if you like your Game of Thrones and stuff like that, those type of things they have, and power, they have good story, do they not?
Mhm.
This has a brilliant story. A lot of people will probably disagree with me because it went left, but I love the fact that it went left.
Okay.
It didn't go right. Everybody wanted it to go right. They went, no, I'm going this way. I was like, oh, damn, they really went there with it. Was I upset at certain bits? You're damn right, I was just as upset.
I think that makes a good game though, because
But yeah, they drew upon my emotion.
there you go.
It did. And it gives you another perspective as well, because it gives you the story of, the girl on the front,
Yeah.
Ellie. But at one point, it flips you into the... so she's what? The protagonist. What's the antagonist?
Antagonist,
Yeah,
yeah.
so it flips you into her shoes to give you her perspective
Okay.
on the way things have gone. So then you have to look and you get conflicted yourself. It's like, who's in the right here?
Okay.
And I think that's cool.
Yeah, of course.
I think that's cool. I'm like, you know what?
You can't always side with
like that.
with the person that's been chosen, the chosen one,
Yeah.
put it that way. Because people will say that about me. Like I always favour the bad guy. I don't know why. I always favour the bad guy. I want the baddie to do good, if that
Yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense, or be able to be turned. You know what I mean? It's not always, let's just defeat the bad guy. I want him
Yeah.
to be sick enough. So it's good to get the perspective of, you know what? Maybe that's the actual.
Yeah.
Maybe I want to go along and support that character there.
And I think that's good. I honestly do, because now you're looking at both sides. The other bit that I think she got a lot of hate, the antagonist, a lot of hate.
Mhm.
And you could, online, people are going to say exactly what they want because they've got nothing to hide.
Mm.
A lot of the hate she got online is because she is not a very feminine woman.
Okay.
She's built.
Yeah.
Again, I thought that was sick.
Yeah.
Check that out. She ain't got the big breasts. She ain't no Lara Croft.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, she got the huge arms.
Yeah.
She'd pick me up and body slam me.
Look at my lady from Game of Thrones. The big lady.
Yeah, she was sick.
Yeah.
I can't. What's her name? Brienne of Tarth.
Yeah, that's
Brienne
what
of
man
Tarth.
knows the names, you know.
Yeah, man. Don't play. And yeah, she's kind of built. So what?
Mm.
But there were people online like, look at her, blah blah blah. Why her, blah blah. I thought this is horrible. And then, like I said, people were hurt that another character, didn't make it all the way to the end.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say whether he died or whether he went left or she went left or whatever. I'm just going to say that obviously, at the one part of the game, they're no longer there. And again, that's fine. Was I hurt though? Yes, but as we said, that drew upon my emotion, and I think that's good. You've got to leave these creatives to do their thing.
Of course.
And I think Naughty Dog are brilliant.
But how can you be mad at a game when Marvel killed Iron Man?
Yeah, there you go.
Bro, I was in my feelings though.
Of course
I was like, who are you
Iron Man
to take Iron Man out?
Yeah.
No,
Iron
do you know when
Man,
it first,
that's my
when it
guy,
first
man.
happened to me? When they killed Wolverine. I
Oh,
was like,
yeah.
who are you to take
Wolverine,
Wolverine
yeah.
away from
Yeah,
me?
Wolverine's
I was
my
like,
dude.
bro, I was mad.
Wolverine's
I
my
was
dude.
like, who's going to be some stupid ass girl
Yeah.
that's going to be the next Wolverine? I said, no, that ain't
Yeah.
Wolverine.
Yep.
So, but they did their job because
Yeah.
that's what they want. So
Yeah.
from when they've
Everything
got
has
that,
to come to an end,
of course,
as
come
they
on.
say. Can't
So
just
from
keep going.
when they've got that and they've got you in your feelings like that,
Yeah.
then I can't lie, they've made that story amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, I picked up Last of Us Part 1.
I was about to say, please play
on.
that one first.
Yeah, no,
Please.
I did.
Please.
The worst part about it is I
Don't
did
go
try
to
and
two.
play it. I played it straight after God of War, yeah?
Yeah.
Which I don't know whether I was still in my feelings from God of War, but I
Maybe,
was like,
yeah.
because it was more of a... I got to the... I think it was almost like a prison camp, it was. And
Yeah.
I was looking for some lady or something. And then the zombie was getting me on the way down from the house or something like that. And I was like... I was just... zombies, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
But I think I was so overwhelmed by what God of War just brought me.
Yeah. And you said you're a Greek guy, Greek mythology guy.
I love Norse
it
legend.
engrossed you.
You know what I mean? So it gripped me in a different way, and I was just
Yeah.
like, to the point where I was like, I want to play it again.
Yeah.
But I tried to play something else, and my mind was just, forget this one. Let me just go back. I'm going to play that again. I need another run through. I need to go places where I didn't go.
Yeah.
So I reckon I didn't give it its chance. However, I've got it downloaded now on the PS5.
Yeah.
I've got number 2 there. I am going to go through them because it didn't win Game of the Year for no reason. Do you know what I mean? It has. Everybody's like, it's amazing, best game ever. And I'm like, oh, it's got to be said.
Like I said, not everybody is.
Yeah, not
There's
everybody.
a lot of people that are very hurt and thought that you've trashed all over it. I, for one, am not that guy. I thought it was absolutely brilliant, and I think number 1 was better.
Okay.
Number 1 was brilliant. I've played number 1 probably about 3 or 4 times. I've ran through it. And now I don't remember a recent game that I've done that to.
Okay.
I've used to run through games back in the day because they were shorter. Nah, this game, I just love the story. I love the story. I love Naughty Dog for telling great stories. Uncharted, all the Uncharteds, great stories, and they've done a marvelous job again with The Last of Us and 1 and 2.
Yeah,
there are bits that I probably wouldn't have been so risky as they did, but they took the leap, and good on them for trying it, because you can't all just tread on thin ice, man. Sometimes you have to take that leap and try something new. So props to them. I thought it was a brilliant game. It's slower paced than God of War. You do have to take your time a little bit more, but that's the whole survival zombie type of thing. I think that's brilliant. Not every game has to be be in an arena like Cold War and just have thousands of zombies coming at you and just going. That's actual proper.
That's
zombie
what I did
survival.
like about it, because you get very limited bullets at the start, innit? And I was
man,
like,
you gotta survive.
I was like, yo, because at first I was like, pap, pap, and I was like, ooh, I can't even find no bullets. I was like, wait, where you meant to find them? So I was like, at the same time, I just wanted to come from that
See,
abilities,
yeah.
and I was like, yo, let me just relax. And I was like, so I didn't give it its fair dues, and I am going to get
Slower
back to it.
paced.
But I did like that.
Immersive. Man.
It just didn't give me a full clip there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We're in this survival
Yeah.
instinct. There
You
isn't
can't
going to be 1,000
survive, man.
rounds for this
Yeah.
over here. Do you get me?
Yeah, that's what it's about. As long as you go into it with that headset, knowing it is a survival game, I ain't going to be out here just blasting off my shotgun and blowing everything up. You have to survive, and sometimes you just need to throw the rock. Throw a rock and get round, because you ain't got nothing in your backpack. And I think that's cool.
Yeah.
I think that's cool. So it is my game of the year. Can't lie. My game of the year. The Last of Us 2. 100%. Don't know what yours is?
So, I would say my game of the year would be the contender, Ghost of Tsushima.
Really?
It was so sick, bro.
I loved it. Yeah, I loved it.
It just looked, the wind, I love that the wind guide was the direction. Like you press the wind, it would direct you to where you needed to go. I love the mechanic, the standoff mechanics, bro. Man would just go there.
Yeah,
press,
yeah.
Yo, blood, it was. Oi, when I seen that, bro, because I didn't understand what it was at first. It was like standoff, and because it didn't really give me the tutorial. It was like press triangle at a certain point where you have to wait. And I pressed it too early, and the geezer kind of like. I was like, so for the next time now, I'm like, hold on, let me wait for it. I waited for him to move. And I was like, bro, my man looks sick. And
it's even sicker already when you get further on, because you can get that first one.
Get
him, and then you can carry on and get the next one. And I was like, next thing you know, you've chopped down 3 of them. You're like,
sick.
ooh.
I love the combat to it.
Love the combat.
The ability, the skill tree, I think everything's got like this kind of skill tree, or any sort of like combat thing's got this skill tree now, which I'm liking, because it gives them different avenues to go down. It's not. I really think that's what Demon Souls and that could implement, you know.
Right.
Because it's very. I mean, going back to, I'm not going to deviate from Ghost of Tsushima, but it's very one hit, bam, 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 bam. But we'll get into that.
You don't have to play like that. Nah, there's other mans that have built up their stamina to the point where they're rolling.
But it's still quick. One, isn't it? It's still one or two. It's that, and that.
True that.
Do you get me?
True that. There's no real combo.
And this is what I loved about.
We'll leave that.
Ghost. I think some of the skills and just it looks sick.
Yeah,
it did look.
And you had different
really
stances as well, didn't you?
And yes, different stances
for different enemies.
Brilliant. And the water, the fire, and then the story. What did you think? Because you played it.
Yeah.
The story.
I haven't finished it.
You didn't finish it?
I haven't finished it. I love it. I'm still loving it right now, but it's one that I have taken my time with, but I have loved the story so far.
Well, you like Japanese and...
I love that.
Yeah.
Love that mythology type of stuff.
Yeah,
love samurais, so it was right up my street. I love zombies and I love samurais. I don't know, I don't know. I think I've just been busy. I've been doing this, or I've moved on, or I've got another game, so I haven't finished it in time. This is why I said I need to finish Marvel Spider-Man, because I know what I'm like.
Yeah.
I'll get the new one, and then that will sit there and sit there and sit there and sit there, and then I'll end up forgetting about it. Silly of me.
No, I don't know.
It happens.
There's with these story-based games, unless it grips you like completely, that happens, because there are times where I'll be playing a game and you'll be like, let's go Call of Duty. Which have that quick. What is it? It's that fulfillment of. There's something to do with gaming that when you play, you want to do something and get it off quickly. Yeah. And some of these story games, it's a lot of. It's not giving me that fulfillment I need. That's what it's a fulfillment of gaming. It's something that. So when you jump on Cold War and you get it's that rush in it. Yeah. You get that kill and you get that rush. Yeah. So sometimes so I think that may be why you haven't finished it. It's just because there's other things out there that will give you the rush that you want quicker. Yeah. Do you get me?
Also, socialising, because it's a one-player game.
Yes.
And when you do try and jump on that, and other men are on, and they're like, "Yo, just go jump on this," you do go, I'll go jump on with my friends instead. And then that happens again, and it happens again. If it was like a 2-player throughout the whole story, I reckon I'd have had it done twice by now. That's
one thing about Godfall. It is a 2-player co-op.
Yeah, after the story, same like Marvel.
Yes, true.
Dead.
True that.
Dead. Same way the story on Marvel. Dead. Godfall. Dead. And a man told me that the story was good. I won't mention his name.
I will. Cade. But should I I'm going to throw a spanner out there now
Go on.
because there's something that we ain't going to agree on. Yeah? Can you grab that right behind you there? No, not that. You know exactly what I'm telling you to grab. Can you grab that PS5 pad, please? I think we should review this PS5 pad. The big hype. The big... Oh my God, it's the new best thing. Before I say anything, yeah? Let me hear your thoughts
I think it's a great pad.
on this pad.
I think it's a great pad. I prefer the longer, thinner handles. Grip it a bit better. Everything else is pretty much the same, and I like that. But obviously, we're talking about this haptic feedback.
And
I think the haptic
dual
feedback
sense.
is brilliant, but only for like one-player games.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm playing a one-player game, I think that's cool, and like tension on a bow and arrow, I think that's cool as hell.
Yeah.
But yes, if you are in a multiplayer game, it's annoying, and I turn it off.
Bro.
But the fact that I can turn it off means this pad's fine. There's nothing wrong with this pad. Turn it off. That's it.
All right. Let me get into it. Yeah. This pad.
You're extra, man.
No, bro. So the grip.
Go on.
The grip. It's not. It's too slidey, for one. It's not the same as the PS4 pad somewhere, but it's not the same. It ain't got the grip that you need, especially. Hands sweat a lot during the games. Hands do sweat a lot, and I felt like it just didn't give me that.
Fair enough.
I don't like it. I don't like the flat edge here.
Nah,
that
don't bother me.
It feels because I don't know whether it might be me how I hold the pad, but especially for fighting games, these.
You did mention. Now I haven't tested it on a fighting game, so I can't say yes or no.
I don't feel like the D-pad. It doesn't feel the same as the old one. Whether mine's worn in or something, but I can't. When I'm playing Mortal Kombat, I cannot use this pad. I cannot use it. I go straight back to the PS4 pad. I've tried it multiple times just because. And then I feel like the games that would benefit from these type of that it's made for, like your Call of Duty and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that on there.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
So
I don't want it on my Call of Duty.
it's made
No,
for
thanks.
triggers. So it gives you that tension on the trigger, yeah?
Yeah.
So as if you're shooting a gun and then you got a different rumble to see if you're like walking on metal or you're walking on concrete. You can feel it in the vibration, yeah?
Yeah.
To a competitive player, that is a hindrance.
Oh yeah.
So anybody that actually plays a game competitively or wants the full experience of being able to play a game, you don't want that on. You don't want them on. You don't want the vibration on. You're going to turn it all off. So then it becomes the feel of the pad. Yeah. So that's all. So at the moment, I turn all that off. The haptic feedback, the triggers, whatever, the vibration, all that's turned off. So let's go on the feel of the pad now.
Yeah.
It's not great. It's not great, bruv. Is there a PS4 one there?
You got an Xbox one.
Oh, PS4 one. It's about somewhere. Oh, I think it's below, yeah.
Is it?
It's below, yeah. It's on the one below.
Oh,
Don't worry.
Let's not
See it there?
knock anything over.
There you go.
The one with the Batman on.
Yes.
That's a skin, bro.
All right, so this has got... let's take that off. We can
So
take
it
that
can't
off.
be that good if you've got skin on it.
This was because it came like that, bro. That was me, just the aesthetics on it, yeah? That's just the aesthetics on it. But I'm talking about the D-pad, yeah? The D-pad and the buttons, bro. Yeah? It just doesn't... The roundness, I don't know, it grips better. I don't know how to explain it. All I'm saying is,
The roundness.
without all the hoo-ha,
It is.
without all the hoo-ha on this, bro.
It's shorter sticks.
All right, did you ever complain about a shorter stick beforehand?
No. I didn't complain about it, but I knew that I preferred the Xbox One. I knew I did, and I feel like it was because it sat in my hand better.
But
I knew that.
So that's not on the stick, is it? So if we go on these,
That's
it's not based on the size. Let me see the Xbox One. It's not based on the length of the stick, is it?
No, it's just how comfortable it feels in my hand.
With the Xbox One, we use these. Me, myself, and yourself. We use this type for first-person shooters. I think that's because of the analog layout of where that is in control of your thumb. Like your thumb, I think your natural position of your thumb is there as opposed to there, right? So we enjoy this one better.
Yeah.
So the PS5 pad, without, sorry, not to deviate from it,
Yeah.
but without all the extra dual sense and the haptic feedback and stuff, it's not a great pad, in my opinion. In your opinion, you like it.
Yeah,
So
it's nice.
it's a hit and miss. I just don't understand it.
I'd love to hear what everybody else thinks.
I'd love it if these were, you could change these. If you could take these off and change the skins, that would be sick. That would give it a nice little touch to it. But everything else, it looks very futuristic and I don't know. It didn't hit the mark for me. It didn't. Like I said,
That's fair enough.
The stuff that it's built for, those haptic feedbacks, I'd be turning them off anyway. Some people won't. Some people want that. I mean, you sent me to a video that described it well. The vibration it's like the new motors in it makes you can feel the terrain that you're walking on or the terrain that you're hitting. Like if you hit glass, it will feel different. It will give you more of a tinny vibration. If you hit like something that's like a brick, it will give you more of a thud.
Yeah.
Do you get me? So you can feel that within the vibration, which is sick. Being able to recreate that in a pad, just a vibration, is sick. However, the games that will benefit from that, I'm turning that off because it's hindering my gameplay.
Yeah.
Like the slightest, if I'm just over there, the slightest vibration may pull me off, pull me off shot.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I don't want that.
Yeah, because it's crucial in competitive games such as the war zones and stuff. Then yeah, I agree. But as I said, for like a one-player game in story and stuff like that, I do feel like it would help immerse you into the story even more.
I mean, I had it on for Immortals and drawing a bow. It was good the first few times, but then it got a bit. Just let me press it down and pull it back, rather than you have to press it slowly and draw it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just want to press it now.
Yeah.
Like it was good the first few times. Oh, this actually feels realistic.
Yeah.
And then it became all right. It's worn off now.
Fair
the
enough.
novelty's worn off. Like let me just press the button now.
That's
because
fair enough.
it physically doesn't let you press it down.
Yeah.
You have to press it with the tension of it.
Yeah.
There's like a stopper in it. Like you know how you can lock on the stoppers on these. How we have it on these.
Yeah.
There's a physical. It stops you, and while it's drawing, it will go down slowly. And the same with the shoot button.
Yeah.
And that was doing my head in.
I get that. I play a lot of NBA 2K, and when you're on defense and such, if you're holding L2 to intensify your defense, proper sport yourself out, especially if you're in the post. While you're doing that, and if he's bodying you, you can feel it in your fingers just jolting like so. You're thinking, I just want to hold it.
Yeah, I just want to press the button.
Give him the proper defense. Instead, I'm getting all this feedback, and it can become annoying.
This restriction, it
can. So it is, like as you said, hit and miss. But I just love the fact that it's in there. That's a cool feature.
True.
And the fact I can turn it on and off. If it was just on, yes, I'd say, what the hell? This would be annoying. But I can turn it off, so I'm okay with it. The pad's fine. Out of 10?
Me personally, you can. So, I'll give it a 6.
Oi!
I'm going to give it a 6. I'm going to give it a 7. Tell a lie. I'm going to give it a 7. That's because I admire the ingenuity of it. I like what they've done with it. Like, it's sick. However, I'm just never going to use it. So, if I take all that off and bring it down to a pad, I'll go back to the PS4. Or it's lighter, obviously, because it doesn't have that big motor inside to do all that.
Yeah.
And I just like how it feels a bit better.
Yeah.
So I'll give it a 7.
Okay.
Because that's with everything. With a 7, back to a basic pad, it doesn't beat this for me.
That's fair enough.
Do you know what I mean?
That's fair enough.
So sorry, I cut you. I gave you mine first.
I'd probably go more of an 8.5 to a 9 personally. I love the haptic feedback in it. I love the fact that the triggers are more like actual triggers, kind of, which is what I loved on the Xbox. I love the actual triggers on the PS4. They didn't really have that curve. So
the indent of the fingers. Yeah.
Yes. So as you had just said, as it just being just a pad, I prefer the triggers up here. All that haptic feedback and all the rest of that is really quite cool. And I can only say, we'll see how long the actual pad lasts itself, because I know my PS4 pads wore out over time, especially the sticks. And we can only see, because I might change my opinion in 6 months, 12 months, and say, yeah, the sticks have worn out, kind of like them scuff pads. I've heard they run out quickly.
Well, that's what stopped me from I went and got this one instead.
Yeah.
Because I wanted those extra buttons on the back.
Yeah.
And I was almost about to get this scuff, and then he was like, yeah, they break off, and the reviews on it weren't that great, so we just went with the original.
This is very unfortunate because their innovation is really good.
Yeah.
I just wish that they could their products could hold up a bit longer.
Definitely.
But yeah, that's what I think. I think it's a good pad.
Out of 10?
Yeah, 8.5, 9. 8.5 to a 9.
Cool. I've got something I want to get off my chest, you know.
Okay.
I've been holding it in for years. For years, because it's a broader aspect than just gaming.
Okay.
Yeah. So, if you know about me and what I used to do, and we were myself along with 3 other people, we pioneered a thing called grime theatre, right? Along with Charlie Dart, Leo K, and Polar Bear. Big up to them. Anyway, during our touring process and whatnot, we offered a thing where we did workshops for young people. And now, it was apparent that during these workshops, it became apparent to me that a lot of these people, so I'm going to get to the point of where it stems and intertwines with our business and whatnot, yeah? So a lot of these people that were hiring the workshop facilitators, right? They just wanted a rapper for the day to come in and teach these young people how to write lyrics or how to do X, Y, and Z with poetry or whatnot. But it was never something that they actually wanted, if that makes sense. And no one ever, it came to me, no one ever said to these kids, do you want a rapper for the day? Do you want something for the day? And it quickly became a chore for me. Like, I used to enjoy coming up with these ideas of how people can write lyrics and how they can create stories together. And then it weren't until myself and another colleague of mine went to a school and there was so many racial comments thrown at him, obviously as a black man and whatnot, but they just didn't want to be there, and they were forced to be there. I mean, it's never okay to do that.
Yeah.
But no one ever asked them, is this what you want? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this is what I found now. There's a lot of charities and organisations that are claiming to be help for the youths of the streets and whatnot. And they're like, oh yeah, let's get them a rapper for the day, or let's get him to talk to someone that was an ex-gang member and help them out for the day. But then what?
Yeah.
But then what? Yeah. Because, so how it comes back to us, here at Good Gaming Network, Good Gaming Events, yeah, we identify talent, right? And a part of our company is the Good Gaming team, which obviously you can expand on in a bit. But we identify young people that are really good at gaming. And if they're willing to hone their skill and craft their talent at a certain game, we will sponsor them and we will put them into events where they can win a substantial amount of money or different prizes and whatnot. Yeah. And I think that's the mark that a lot of these companies are missing, is that the youths ain't on the roads because they've got nothing to do. It's because the roads make money, and that's the reality of it. Yeah. Do you get me? And it's not that, let's try and give them more money. We can't just give them money because you ain't gonna. It's not that, and you ain't gonna reach out to every young person either, and neither are we. But there needs to be something. You need to ask them what they want to do. Do you get me? It's not just let's just get them. What are they into? Oh, they like drill music. All right, just get them. Let's just get them Heady One for the day. Make them talk to Heady One for a bit. Because then what? After that.
Yeah, I get where you're going with it.
Do you get me? And it's been rattling me for a while, you know, because it ain't. I've not just seen it from when we was doing music. You get me? It's now. It's different. Like, oh yeah, with this charity. There's people that have come to us. Oh, can you do this for a charity for so and so? But then what?
Yeah.
What's the plan after that? I mean, I don't want to tell you what you should be doing because I know what we're doing as our company, and that's the message that I want to get across in the moment, is that if any young people are seeing this and they're obviously, COVID, hopefully, post-COVID, when we get our live events back up and running and whatnot, or even our online events, if we identify some serious talent and you're willing to hone your skills and be great at the game of your choice, myself and Richie here at Good Gaming Network, we'll sponsor you, and you can become part of the Good Gaming team, and you can make legitimate money, and we will sponsor you, and you become part of the team, and you can build a career from that. And that's if you want to do it. No one's going to force you and say, right, I think you should be doing this. It's if you want to do it, and if that's your chosen career path and chosen thing. Here at Good Gaming Network, as I just said, we're here for that, and we'll sponsor you. And I'm sorry, I just had to get that off my chest.
No, there's nothing wrong in that, because as you
Do you know
say,
what I mean?
you can put on a 1-2 event, and they'll take them off the streets for an hour, 3 a day.
Mm-hmm.
But then they're going to go back there. This is what you're saying, and then what? Because they're going to go back, and you're not going to be able to throw enough money at them to change their life completely, so they're completely off the streets. It's not going to happen. But if you give them a way to make money consistently through a passion, like you say, if we could help and push them through this tournament, that tournament, let's get you going over here, let's get you going over there. That's an avenue to make a career, and that's what changes people.
And that's
being able to make a career.
Exactly. That's the mark people are missing, is that the day thing doesn't work. Give them, is that, can you set up a course for them to come and do? Do you get me? To put them into a, whether they want to be, to put them behind a camera, or put, there's a few companies that are doing that.
Yeah.
And there's my friend Artigal, he's got his studio and he's got a little college course that he runs for young people to come in and, they can do their music master classes and whatnot, and they can do that.
Brilliant.
And there are people like that, but a lot of the ones that I do see are just like, let's just do this for the day for them. That's not going to help the youths, them.
Yeah, it's not.
Do you get me? If you're here for the youths, be there for the youths, man. Because there has to be if you're going to come up to me and you're going to ask me for business and whatnot, be prepared for the then what. Okay?
Definitely.
And then what? Because my brand, our brand is now attached to you. Do you get me? Or is now attached to you, so then what? Do you get me?
Yeah. No, I get it.
And
I get it.
I feel like
you want more.
we have a duty
Nothing wrong in that.
to these. We've got a duty to them.
Yeah.
Like I said,
Nothing
our
wrong
company is for the youths, ran by the man them.
Yeah.
It's ran by you. It's for you, ran by you. If that makes sense,
Yeah.
because we've been there and we've done all that.
Yeah.
And now it's time to show them a path of where, gaming ain't always just you're just a gamer. There's a career to be made from that if you want to do it and want to do it legitimately. And if, like you said, you just have to be willing to craft your skill and practice.
Yeah, man. Hard work, dedication.
And practice, and that's the main thing that we need to, that wants to
embrace
get across.
your talent.
Is the Good Gaming team. Once these events get back up and running, and we're able to get our unit back together and get down and have the people there, you'll see that we will be there scouting. There will be scouts and we'll be looking out, and if that's what you want, then we can help you with that. But got a bargain.
That's definitely.
There are a few bargains that I need to let the people them know.
Okay.
Is that this is the end of the year podcast. This is the last one of 2020. Whether you've had a good one or a bad one, there is some good games that have gone on sale, and I think we should let them know of a few, or if you've got any recommendations for them to pick up. I mean, one of them. Do not. Oh, I thought you had Marvel there, and I thought you were going to say, "Do not pick up this." Last of Us 2, yeah, definitely pick that up. I'd say at the moment, Assassin's Creed Valhalla's gone on sale.
Yeah, man, I can't wait to play that. I cannot wait.
Watch Dogs Legion, we're about to play that. That's meant to be a co-op. It's like a GTA type feel.
Should be some fun.
That's cheap at the moment. That's £35.
Can't wait to start that.
On sale. There's also Nier Automata. I looked at that. It's a new hack and slash type game. Like a blind Japanese type mythology, which looks really good. And then Godfall's on sale. If you want to go and get Godfall, that's on sale. I can't believe how quick that actually went on sale, to be fair.
I can. Why can you not?
But because it's still it only came out, what?
Bro, there's no substance to it. There's nothing.
But
how are you going to... You've got a buzz of your name is out there. And if you know the game is poor, but you know your name is out there, you still want to draw them in while your name is out there. If you leave it too long, your name's going to fall and fall and fall. You ain't getting no one in. You need to put it on sale as soon as you can.
That's true. But doesn't that...
Marketing!
Doesn't that show... Like, if I see a game go on sale straight away, then I know it's bad.
Yeah, but you still bought it.
because that's my hack and slash that bought me. That
So
made me
you just
get it.
said yeah, but I know it's bad, but you still bought
Because
it.
I couldn't. I knew it was going to be bad. I've seen the reviews, but the hack and slash warrior in me was like, there's a new one out. I've got to get it and see it for myself, because there is those type of games that if you never had a man tell you, oh, that game's dead, that game's bad, and then you get it, and you're like, yo, this game's sick. What is that about? You just don't know games.
True that, yeah, of course.
And that's what I wanted to happen with this one anyway. And it just
It just didn't happen.
it didn't happen.
It just didn't happen.
It didn't happen. Is
Yeah,
any
man. There's it's just the Last of Us. I'd definitely say I don't see many that's on sale recently. You've got the PlayStation Store that's just put up Just
They got
Cause
them.
4, and there's a new Worms on there, isn't there?
Worms, remember that's free.
So all of those are the free games that I'm on about.
Mhm.
Just Cause 4, Worms, and all the rest of that. You
Them
might as
free
well
games.
pick them up.
Yeah, make sure you're grabbing them.
Definitely,
Also, check out our Instagram, Good Gaming Events.
definitely.
As soon as we see a good bargain or a sale, we'll throw that up on there.
I'd say that that Dead by Daylight is supposed to be a very good game.
We
and
do wanna
it's-
get
and
into
it's-
that.
And it's cheap. And if there's any Dead by Daylight players out there, let me know. Is it worth it? Because it looks pretty good.
And also, if anybody's played A Way Out, myself and
we consider that as
P
well.
are looking for a co-op game that is truly co-op. The whole thing you go through together, not let's finish the story separately and then we'll come together and we'll do a bit of fighting here. No, remember, what was that? Army of Two?
Yeah.
Great
Loved
games.
Loved it.
Great games.
Yeah, man, definitely.
You went through the whole thing together. So even Gears of War,
Oh yeah.
you could do
Gears of War,
that
brilliant.
as a co-op. So we're after if anybody knows of one or a good co-op based game that,
Please
or
let
if
us
you
know.
played A Way Out, please let us know, and we're gonna get into that.
Definitely.
And I think that'll wrap up this episode, P. Unless you got anything else that you wanna.
No.
You wanna get
I
out?
think that's good. Possibly 2021.
Predictions.
What do you think's coming?
I know what's coming, and I know what I'll be getting. So there's two definite games that I'll be getting in 2021, and that'll be Returnal. I don't know if you've seen that.
Return it.
Returnal. No, watch when I send you the clip. When I send you the video of that Returnal,
Yeah,
it
let me
looks
know.
sick. And Crimson Desert.
Crimson
I think I
Desert,
sent
okay.
you that. It looks a bit like Black Desert if you've played that. But that looks sick as well.
Okay.
It really had that Vikings type feel to it with abilities. You know me. I'm an ability man. I love a bit of abilities, and it looks amazing.
Hack and slash the whole way. This guy.
Bro, that's my forte.
Yeah,
I
man,
don't know
definite.
what would you say your go-to for? You got first-person shooters, hack and slash, fighting games, story-based games, and you've got,
I'd say I was an RTS guy at heart.
okay.
So a real-time
Real-time
strategy,
shoot, yeah.
man. So I loved my Command and Conquers. Absolutely loved those, and
Command and Conquer was
you know
sick.
the StarCrafts, all of those.
What's out now like that?
Nothing.
I was thinking. I think there is, but it's just different now, isn't
Yeah, there's nothing that grabbed me.
it?
Nothing that's grabbed me, should I say?
it's-
Yeah, there is. There's like Age of Empires and stuff like that.
Because isn't
Isn't that Age of? Is it? It's one. It's something like that.
isn't Ark?
another
Isn't
one?
that just Ark now?
Nah, Arcade. That's that dinosaur thing.
But it's got the same. You build your base.
Yeah, you do
And
that.
you've got to defend your
with
bases.
people.
Yeah,
with
'cause,
loads of people. That's not controlling a unit and
Okay.
building things like that. But yeah, I
So
was
what's
more
like that now,
Command and
then?
Conquer. Let me know, because I wouldn't mind trying. There's nothing really out there personally. I went back to remastered Command and Conquer that came out this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went back and played some of that.
Was
That
it?
came out remastered.
I remember that you could build. Was it Tanya's as well? You could build
Yeah,
Sonati Tanya's. Yeah, you had like
yeah.
your electric poles and
Yeah,
yeah, they were sick.
Telsa,
yeah, Telsa.
electric poles.
Sorry, bro. I'm trying to think of the names, bro. I ain't played that in yonks, you know. Command and Conquer was the one
It was.
and you farm
I
your
loved
gold
it.
and
I loved it. I was
Yeah.
an RTS guy, and then I'd probably say I'm a decent first-person shooter.
okay.
You know, I'd say I'm decent. I was a Time Crisis. I was the GoldenEye.
I
And
can-
to now, like, we play Warzone. We
I
love
can
Warzone.
vouch for the time crisis.
That DMR recently. That DMR. Oh my God.
Tell us what
Oh
your
my
loadout is on
God.
Warzone. I'm still Kilo. Picked at the Mac 10. I'm a bit, but I can't deny it. Kilo Mac 10. You are
DMR Mac 10 at the moment.
DMR Mac
just
10.
because it's meta, but personally, I've turned into a sniper. Not too much of a long range sniper like the HDR. More of a bit closer than that.
Is it the SP?
So yeah, I'm running with the SP or
Yeah,
a car 98 or not whatever. But
tell us your
that-
loadout and tell us what you think we should be rocking. I mean, I'm going to pick up the DMR from today.
Yeah.
Just going to finish leveling it up today.
I got to level up the Groza because I want that, or the
looks good.
FFAR to go with my sniper.
The Groza looks good. But
So I'd say those were mine. And for my what I'm
2021?
looking forward to, I'm not sure whether they're coming in 2021, but what I am looking forward to, I cannot wait for Diablo 4. I cannot wait for Diablo 4.
Is it in production?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Is there a
seen
release for it?
The trailer came out.
Ooh.
Oh my god! And then they let us have a well, I can't say us because I didn't get a chance to, but
Yeah.
they let a couple of YouTubers go to the event. This was obviously pre-COVID.
Yeah.
So I think it was BlitzCon last year, and you know a couple of them obviously streamed it and whatever else, and it just looked absolutely awesome. I cannot wait for the new Diablo 4, and Back for Blood. We
Yeah, that
posted
looks
that
sick.
on our Instagram page because that was
about that.
teased at Game Awards, and obviously I'm a Left 4 Dead guy. I am a zombie fan, if you can't already tell.
You are.
I'm a zombie fan, and
Do you know
that?
Do you know what Trev said to me?
Can't wait.
I picked up Trevay the other day and he was like, yo, P sweating out zombies now, man. This knows all the strategies and everything. Get it? It's like, yo. I was like, P's the man. I said, I got on with one game with P and I knew everything, bro.
Yeah.
I'm saying, I don't know how he does it, but P and zombies, he's the man.
I just love zombies. I don't know what it is. It's just sick. Walking Dead, any zombie game.
Have you played, is it,
The Walking Dead game.
no, is it
Did.
Z?
World War Z.
World War
I
Z,
wanted
have you
to
played
get-
it?
No, I wanted
That's
to pick
good.
it up, but I didn't have no one to play with.
I played it with a few boys I used to play with.
I just thought, nah, allow it.
That was alright actually. The different levels and whatnot was actually quite good.
Yeah.
Hard,
So,
very
yeah,
hard. Some of them, but it's good.
I think that's kind of based on Left 4 Dead,
Yeah.
kind of. So it was going down that road, but the actual Left 4 Dead, like half the team is making this Back for Blood,
Yeah.
and I'm all over it. Shut up and take my money. All over it.
That was you with Demon Souls, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
He was like, yeah, take my
Demon
money.
Souls.
I'm gonna.
I'm that guy.
Bro, oh my gosh. Ragnarok, bro. God of War comes out.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So-
Oh yeah. You
bro,
forgot
when
about
I was
that.
thinking about
You
your
forgot
favourite
about
game,
that.
like I was thinking, Demon, who's gonna take my money? God of War, bro.
Yeah.
There's no really. All I know is it's 2021.
Is it 2021?
Yes, it's 2021.
Oh.
It's coming out, and you can shut up and take my money because I'm going to
Definitely.
be giving that. And there's also one game that's been keeps eluding me, you know, and it's called Biomutant. It's meant to come out since 2018. That was meant to come out,
Okay.
and it's made by THQ Nordic, who
I
make
like THQ.
is Darksiders.
Oh.
Great games.
Yeah, great games.
Yeah,
great
obviously
games.
War, Death,
Yeah, great games.
Strife, and I can't remember what the girl was called. Anyway, made by them, and it's got like that same. It's this sort of a mutant type monkey almost, but
Yeah.
he has like these guns, and it looks. I'll send you the trailer for it, but it was meant to come out in 2018, and it was like early 2019. Then it was late 2019, 2020. It's still to be confirmed again. It's like must not be ready, but that's what I'd prefer. Do not give me no dead game.
Nah.
Just
keep it
until it's ready.
Keep it until it's ready.
So
man.
if that
Just
comes
keep it.
out, I'll check on that again. If
Yeah,
that
man.
comes out anytime
Too many
soon,
games have done that.
then
Too
I'll
many.
get that. But yeah, God of War. Oh mate,
Yeah.
give
too
me
many.
that.
Definitely.
Ragnarok,
And
bro.
like we said, keep the game until it's ready, please. Too many games have done that, and if you don't learn your lesson from what Cyberpunk's done this year, then more fool you. And that happened previously. Crackdown 3 and whatever. There was a couple others.
They
that
gave
done
that out
this,
free, didn't they?
and
In the end,
Yeah.
That was on
'cause
Xbox
they
Game Pass, free, innit?
flopped. There was another one that flopped. So
yeah.
be careful, man. Make sure you're building content, not just what looks shiny on the screen.
So we
Come
gave
on,
you some
man.
advice in this episode of, you know, what's good out there, what's not good, what you should be spending your money on, what you shouldn't be spending your money on. So hopefully you've got an insight into what's good and what you should be getting and what you should be getting your hands on. But like you say, a bad game to us might be a good game to you.
Yeah, man.
However, a bug is a bug, and you do not want bugs in your game.
Hell no.
So,
Hell no.
On the Bizzle,
Easy P.
please check out the Twitch, check out the YouTube. Hopefully you're on YouTube now watching this.
Definitely.
Check out Good Gaming Events, Instagram, and hopefully we see you down at an event sometime soon.
And if you want to chat even more, join the Discord. We're always there. Holler at us. I'm pretty sure we're going to get back to you.
Boom. Thank you for watching the Good Gaming Podcast. For more information and for more content, please like, subscribe, be the first to see what we're about to do next. And make sure you hit that bell notification so you're the first to see what comes up. Boom.